Ladies and gents, welcome back. We have a big update on the arson attempt that took place on February 6th at the Freedom Convoy protest neighborhood in Ottawa that turns out, breaking Freedom Convoy arson hoax spread by Canadian media debunked. A man has been charged in connection with the February 6th botched arson attempt on an Ottawa apartment complex during the Ottawa Freedom Convoy protest. Members of the Trudeau Liberal and mainstream media journalists spread the unsubstantiated claim that Connor Russell Mcdonald of Ottawa, 21 years old, was involved with the protest. Police wrote in a news release on Monday that there is no information indicating McDonald was involved in any way with the protest, which was ongoing when the arson took place. He has been charged with arson, causing property damage, mischief to property, endangering life, mischief to property, possesses incendiary material, arson, disregard for human life. Now, this whole story started as a Twitter feed, of all things, not a police report, surprisingly, a Twitter feed from a resident from this building. Mateus Munoz, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, started a Twitter feed saying, "I've been hesitating to post this publicly, but I feel I must for the safety of the downtown Ottawa residents. Here are the facts. Last night, two arsonists brought a full package of fire starter bricks into our building's lobby at 5 a.m. The building is located at Metcalfe and Lisgar." Already, this is sounding very Jesse Smollett. Because obviously he didn't file a police report, and he took to the next day to write about this. And yeah, if someone's starting a fire in your building, you'd assume that you would immediately try to do everything to put this out. We were able to see in the building's video footage of the event that these two men got into the lobby and began lighting the full package. The building is old and has wooden panels on the walls. It's also located on the epicenter of the convoy protests, which eyewitnesses showed that it was kind of off the beaten path. It was nearby. One of them taped up the door so the handles so no one could get in or out. This is the most insidious part of the experience, besides the lighting of the fire. After a night of blaring horns and fireworks until 4 a.m., some residents had yelled and pleaded with the protesters outside to stop. As the fire was being lit, a tenant walked by and nervously asked who they were. One admitted to being part of the convoy protests. Honestly, if somebody's lighting a fire in my building, first thing I'm going to try to do before anything is try to put the fire out and get that person out of the building. The tenant quickly got into the elevator, and arsonists continued to ignite the package. Once lit, it grew and nearly touched the wood panel walls. The arsonists escaped out the side door as video shows the fire growing. Really interesting set of events here. So immediately people were suspect to this and writing in the comments saying, well, it doesn't look like they really actually wanted to light the fire or light the building on fire. Why would you light it in the middle of the floor if you actually wanted to light the place on fire? Why are these guys wearing masks if they're part of the protest? Why do they not look the part? They don't look like truckers at all. They also taping the door. Truckers have extensive experience in securing things, i.e. giant loads on trucks. So if there were truckers and wanted to secure something, cellophane tape on a door is not it just seemed very suspect immediately. So we have here Ottawa Police gives an update on the arson. So there was no calls for service regarding the arson from the police. However, on February 6th, 2022, at approximately 3:50 p.m., so the very next day, the Ottawa Police Reporting Unit received a call report regarding mischief. The incident had occurred in the morning hours on the 200 block of Lisgar. The incident will be investigated and will have no further details at this time. Then they had another update just saying this is what they're investigating. Arson investigation. Police seek to identify the persons of interest for immediate release Monday, February 7th, 2022 at 3:30 p.m. The Ottawa Police Service is seeking the public's help in identifying these individuals. And of course, these individuals are the individuals seen here in this post from the Ottawa Police Arson investigation. We are asking for help to identify these two individuals as persons of interest in the arson investigation. The incident occurred in the early morning hours of February 6th at a building on the 200 block of Lisgar. Again, we see these two individuals here. Again, masks and all. Very interesting, to say the least, set of events. But it did turn out that the suspect was charged. They found one of them, and it was not in any way connected to the Freedom Convoy. So the motive's not yet clear for what was going on here, but the politicians of the hour are they did not hesitate to take advantage of this as a political tool.
We saw an example of this violence, an attempted arson downtown of an apartment building where people started a fire. When they exited, they taped the door.
And an attempted arson, all of which, Madam Speaker, was caught on video.
It has been an illegal occupation that has been harassing people in residential areas of Ottawa. People don't feel safe in their own homes. There have been reports of attempted arson.
Canadians are also concerned hearing reports of an attempted arson in the lobby of a residential apartment building.
Because we see hate speech, we see illegal acts such as arson.
The incessant honking, the arson attempts.
The incessant honking, the arson attempts.
An attempted arson of a residential building in the occupation area.
We've seen the active sabotage of 911 emergency call lines and even an attempted arson.
Other alleged crimes have even been more egregious. Ottawa police are investigating the attempted arson of a downtown apartment building. The situation persists, fueled in part by foreign funding.
That's right. It goes on and on and on. The politicians using this as part of the call for the Emergencies Act to be declared, as well as other legislation trying to limit people's freedoms, limit the Charter of Rights, and dismantle a peaceful protest by declaring it a violent, whatever they're trying to call it at any given moment. I want to thank Cosmin DZS on Twitter for putting this compilation together. But yes, so it turns out a complete hoax by somebody else trying to pose as, I don't even know if they were trying to, well, by eyewitness account, they said that they were part of the protest when they were not, in fact. So another hate hoax, another trying to frame a peaceful protest as something else. Anyway, that's all I've got for you right now, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep on trucking.